that the day you stop learning, you will start aging. I want to lead with a vision. I want to lead with a purpose. I want to lead to bring out more leaders. I was every place, from the school to the college to the university, everywhere I got the opportunity to lead. Employment graph is like this, just a stable graph, whereas entrepreneurs graph is that you will see lots of peaks and valleys. I believe in one thing. If you want to build your business, start building people first, then build the business. Entrepreneurship is nothing but innovation. A person who has the ability to innovate, a person who wants to stand tall. Success is the journey of overcoming the fear of unsuccessful. To reach to that right place, right time, right thing, you need to do the hard work. Hard work is inevitable. Challenges are the opportunity in life. Whatever the challenges, I'll bounce back.
I am your host Gaurav Garg and we welcome all our viewers to our show Amazing Mentor. Today with us is Shama Hussain. She is an educational professional with doctorate degree in biology. She is Zoology Lecturer, done research on human reproductive genes and the effect of pathologies on it. Gold medalist, university toppers with a rich experience of 17 years in education field and research. International motivational expert, passionate mentor, an ambitious life coach with rich experience of conducting more than 500 workshops, seminars, conferences, international conferences, interactive sessions, webinar in coaching the international community in leadership, emotional intelligence, soft skill parenting, and teacher training. She has been awarded with gold medal from Hon'ble former Chief Minister of the State of Andhra Pradesh, Chandra Babu Naidu, and Hon'ble former Governor of the state, Rangarajan. Received gold medal from Padma Bhushan late Akkineni Nageshwar Rao. She is awarded with milestone international award like Dr.APJ International Educator's Honor Award, Asia Pride 2020, 1000 Influential Women of India, Top 20 International Women Awardee for Courage and Nobility of TCOL, Mega Speaker Award by World's #1 Business and Life Coach, etc. Dr. Shama Hussain, Founder, Director, International Institute of Influencer, Oman, Chairman, Mascot, Head of National Institute of Skill Training, International Advisor, SPAA India, Brand Ambassador, IAT-SAT, Medalist Coordinator at Wednesday Time. It's a pleasure to welcome Shama Hussain to our show, Amazing Mentor. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, Gaurav. Thank you so much for this warm welcome and thank you for having me.
My pleasure. So tell us about your childhood and any particular childhood memory that you would like to share on our show.
I think, no, but not even to say every person should never leave his childness in his personality. But yes, the childhood is a special feeling, I can say, which we always cherish whenever we see anything in our life. I had such a wonderful childhood as well, from schooling to college to university. That passion, that innocence of becoming a leader was one of my childhood dream actually. But my directors, I always call my principals of the schools as a directors. They have given me lots of wonderful opportunity always to showcase myself, my talent. Once I got that opportunity during Independence Day, and I was leading and I was giving a wonderful speech on how the sacrifices of the leaders has done miracles. After my speech, I was sitting in my place. I suddenly got a call from one of the chief guests who was there. He was MP of that place, and he called me and he said, just call her. So everyone was looking at me and I was like, anything mistake I did. I was like, a bit scared why some people are calling you like. So when I got up and I went to him, he just took out an envelope. And he gave me prize in it. And I was like, why he's giving to me? I was not able to understand why he's giving to me. He said, the way you have created emotions among us by this wonderful speech, I cannot forget it. This is one of the memory that I will never forget. That moment, it is pictured in my mind. It is pictured even now. When he gave me that envelope, I was not at all thinking what is in the envelope. I was thinking why he's giving me, what I have done. So it was my grade 6. I was in 6th grade that time, and it was wonderful memory of mine. And also another thing that I always cherish is my father always used to stand outside. He never used to come in the crowd and sit. Means in the main, like because I'm speaking, that means the parents are allowed to sit in the front. But my father used to sit backside, means very back where all the people, mass people, everyone are standing and watching the program. Okay, my father used to stay there, and you know what he used to tell? I love listening the comments that people talk about you when you speak. You know, that used to make me so happy. And always my father used to take out the cycle out of the house, and he stands outside before I leave the school, you know, like a shagun, I can say. And he used to give me the cycle, then I used to carry my things, and then I used to go. You know, these are the memories that I really miss sometimes, I feel. And when I come back, everything like, you know, I did this today, I did that today, I did this today, everything. I used to chatterbox to my father, this has happened, this, and they encouraged me, this, they did this. And he used to ask me to read these books, these are all the things, it will encourage you more. So that happiness was there, today is done, tomorrow I'm going to come up with new things. So that competition, but positive competition. Positive competition to gain happiness, to gain confidence. This was the childhood, I can say, all the time. And compared to now, there is a big difference. Your world was very small. You are into only the happiness, hard working, only growth was there. I felt childhood was resembling only the growth, but here you are comparing yourself to others. You're degrading also. You are degrading also. There are so many values adding up as you grow up. There are so many things are adding on, but that age was just an innocent age where you never think bad about others. You just think self-growth. You're happy even with the Cadbury's chocolate. You're happy with the Cadbury's chocolate. I used to feel so happy when my father brings any Cadbury's chocolate to bite that and eat. You know, the happiness used to be that. But now even you eat is a big bun of chocolate also, you're not happy. I don't find that happiness. I used to eat, I remember in my childhood, the ice cream inside banana stuffed. Banana stuffed. Now you don't get it. Whenever I see that type of ice cream, I run there to get me the same taste. But no, so many artificial flavors added, and even some noodles added, ice creams were there. Ice cream man used to come. And my best memory is that I will never forget, one more is postman. Postman was one of the wonderful memory, because I used to write letters to my cousins, my all England letter, you know, that letter. I used to write it. I used to learn so many new things, and I used to express it to my cousins that I have read this, I did this. And you know, when they write back to me, I want to see what the reply comes. And the postman comes, and you know, that happiness. And I used to listen the sound of the crow. Oh, today postman is coming. Such means so many innocent things we used to carry that time. And it was really, we used to have those natural beliefs. And my exams, when I used to write, we have to wait for the rank. Postman has to get that envelope at the university or college, sends you that you got the admission. So again, postman plays a key role. He used to laugh at me if he doesn't see me. Where is Shama? Like, you know, because I'm the one, like, you know, I used to wait for him every day for my letters and this. So these are all and even I used to wait for the crow to come and sit on my house wall. And these are all these funny things. Maybe, Gaurav, you'll be thinking what Dr. Shama is telling crow, the ice creams and all. But yes, I miss those all things. I don't find them at all. I feel they're all extinct now. All of them.
Nowadays, basically, we are living in the digital era. So the small things which we used to enjoy in our childhood, they are all missing, and the new generation doesn't know all these values.
Exactly.
So what about your educational background, schooling and higher education?
I believe that the day you stop learning, you will start aging. And I really don't want to age. So I have done my, if you come to my higher education, I have done my doctorate in gene profile studies, which is the most latest branch of science on RT-PCR technique. I have done that. I have done my master's in zoology again. I'm the university topper one. Even during the writing the exam as well, entrance exam, as well as when I finished my master's, I'm the topper of the university. And I have done my graduation in biochemistry. I have done my MBA as well in healthcare management because I'm completely addicted to this healthcare science and all. And I have done my leadership management from ILM UK because leadership is my passion. So I really want to do it. Everyone asked me, why you deviated from education to management again? Yes, I don't want to confine myself that I'm an educationist and only teaching is my profession. No, I want to lead. I want to lead with a vision. I want to lead with a purpose. I want to lead to bring out more leaders. So this is my vision actually. That's what I believe, that I must do something in my life that I should not regret at the last day that I didn't do that. So I want to give that meaning to my life. So that's the reason I have done my life course certifications, diplomas, emotional intelligence, all these things, because I need to learn so many things. What are the etiquettes of life? And they give me more confidence. I'm selfish as well. But they give me more confidence. I can speak anywhere because I feel the true spirit of education is not just degrees. Even in a person who didn't study, there is a difference between literate and educated. A person is, we usually take the confusion, difference, take them synonymous. Literate, we usually call everyone, you are illiterate. You are an illiterate. Here it doesn't. You're being educated also, you're an illiterate if you don't follow the real principles, the real spirit of education. I want to widen up that spirit of education to the truth of life, that is happiness. So with every person, every people, I try to extract something from them. Whether he is educated or no, whatever, I try to maintain the ground level all the time. I try to learn from them and I try to encourage them in my life. Still lots to do, if we don't upgrade ourselves, we are going to extinct like dinosaurs, and I don't want to be that.
So who is your mentor?
If you talk about mentors, now you have this advanced era, you have lots of mentors everywhere now. Yes, but those days the word mentor was limited, Gaurav, honestly. It was very limited. You don't have mentors like anything at the time. But for me, there are two mentors. One of the mentors is my mother. Her voice all the time, honestly to be speaking, she's not educated. But her voice always gives that values, that confidence, that integrity, that leadership. Leadership, I can say. Nothing is impossible. What you can, even now, if anything is there, when I tell something to her, she raises her voice in such a way that, I feel really it's not difficult like that. So she all the time when I'm sitting, every time she brings the food, eat this, do that, do this, be confident, no problem. And one day I got a message that you are going to get the award from the Chief Minister for topping inter-university youth festivals and this from the university side. And we were living in Anantapur and we have to go to Hyderabad, it's another state again. So, and it was overnight, we have to travel. Just in only the night time we had. My mother, she's so dedicated that she wants me to be excel in every field. Within that 2 hours, she sat and she stitched with her own hand the dress, a new dress for me, so that I'm going to the Chief Minister. No, she didn't go for buying something, or she did buy her own hand. Everything. It's like, and even my father said, maybe it's not possible, very little time. But she said, no, we have to go. We have to go and we have to take her. Because of her only I went. Her confidence only I went. She always warrior attitude she had. And I inculcate that, I take it with me all the time. And the second mentor is CSR, Competition Success Review. I'm a mad of that book. I'm really mad because the way the book inspires with the IAS officers, IA interviews. And I remember even now, one of the dialogue in that book, editor's session, it was written there, if you are not a good tree, no problem. If you are not a good tree, no problem. At least try to be a good bush, healthy bush. I used to get confidence. No problem, I'm not a good tree, I'm not very excellent maybe, but at least I'm better. So that means I can survive. That confidence I used to get. Sachdeva, his name, the editor of CSR, first page, I used to read the first thing and get that motivation. Now you have motivation in the phone itself. Just open something, you'll get the motivation. And every day you'll get motivation. So many varieties of people. It's like, too many cooks spoil the broth. So you'll be getting none anywhere. But those days, every month I used to wait for the book to come up. So till then, this first earlier magazine, that book will serve the dose. And I used to have that. It was wonderful. It really boosted my confidence and gave me the values for the real life, where the success stoppers, success tips, so many things used to be focused in that book. And it's not necessary that you need to be a very rich person to be successful. That's what I received. And yes, these are the two mentors. Yes, my father, of course, is a big mentor behind me all the time. But my mother and CSR plays a vital role.
So what was your dream profession as a child?
As usual, I'm not excluded from others. When you're getting high score in schools, the first division, you will be targeting only two professions. So I'm also not excluded in that. One was being MBBS doctor or engineer. That was the things usually when you get good score, especially. So I was also having the same thing, to be a doctor. Yes, I got a good score as well, but I was somewhere else in some other district I was supposed to go, and it was something, so with my family didn't allow that time, my grandparents and all, so I could not make it up. So that's the reason I went. But there was a intrinsic passion in mine of becoming a leader. That passion was there, which I was showcasing everywhere, but it was not like a profession that time for me. I was every place, from the school to the college to the university, everywhere I got the opportunity to lead. Maybe because of that dream which I had, to lead and to direct and show that pathway to everyone, to inspire everyone. So which I'm taking up now. And yes, I didn't do MBBS, but I did my passion of getting myself into research and doing profile studies, and lots of hard work I did for 5 years. Lots of coffees, lots of work, hard work, traveling here and there and doing lots of sacrifices. PhD is not easy. And especially when it's a science subject where you fail many times in getting the results, you have to retry the results. And I was working on the reproductive genes, so effect of pyrethroids, as you told that time. So this were a difficult task. It was a new information, and getting information was also very difficult in this case. But God's grace, time passed.
So what about your college life? Any particular memory that you would like to share from your college days?
Oh my God, lots. Lots of memories, Gaurav, lots of memories in my college life. I have done everywhere, because my life was very vibrant. It was not just like going to the college and sitting there. No. Today they will be for this conference. Tomorrow I will be in women's conference. Tomorrow means Science Day, National Day. Everywhere I will be there. Every place, everywhere. So inter-university youth festivals, one day, I was given the from Padma Bhushan, Akkineni Nageshwar Rao gold medal. I received, suddenly it was a surprise result, Ravindra Bharati in Hyderabad. We were all sitting, all the universities of the states were competing each other, and we are waiting for our results. And I was sitting as well. They announced the name of mine as the first prize. Everyone from my university, they stood there and they took the candles And they started singing Mustafa, Mustafa, don't worry, Mustafa. Means we got it was amazing view to see as well, And I always used to maintain good relationships with everyone. I never used to hurt anyone. So we used to have very good relationship in the school, in the college. And once we went for my parents never sent me for any picnics from the school, from the college. They never sent me, never. I used to feel so sad. I used to feel so, but I never used to express because what my parents think, maybe it's good. So I used to keep quiet. So everyone used to go picnic. They used to enjoy. They used to go in the coach, in the bus and all. And when I was studying, Gaurav, what happened is we got an internship. We have to go for internship. Not internship. It's like a trip from the university to different universities. Goa University, Goa, Delhi, Bombay. It was a 10 to 12 days trip. Completely. And we were supposed to go, and suddenly my father came. I thought I'm not going. Take one picture and you have that Kajol's one. Ja Simran Ja. My father for the first time, he allowed me to go. Maybe he thought that after marriage, maybe she may not go anywhere. But by God's grace, my husband has taken me all around the world. There is no place left. So, but it was my first time that I went. And you will be surprised to hear my incidents that I have done there. I don't know how to climb train as well. I never went in train in my life because my father was supervisor in a road transport department. So we always used to get passed. So we used to go by bus only. So when train, we were going to Bombay. Our first trip was to the Bombay. Lonavala was one of the place and the way. So what happened? The train suddenly stopped there. And most of them were getting down. There was no platform. It was just, I think, maybe some repair or something. I don't know. Most of them were getting down to take the beautiful scenes, pictures. And I'm always the fan of taking pictures. So I never exclude anything. I go and take. And I was thinking, should I get down or no? I don't know whether if I get down, what will happen. So I was thinking that my all seniors went in. So then I thought, okay, just one picture. I will go take one picture and I'll come up. So as soon as I get down, you may not imagine, as soon as I got down, the train started. Everyone get in, but I don't know how to get in so faster. I'm not used to that. And I fell down. This is what happened. And the train is going. You may not imagine. And there was one more girl with me. I was like, what to do now? My parents, first thing that they came in my mind is my parents. First time they have sent me and I am here like this. What should I do? Train is going and it is Lonavala. It is evening time. I was running and I tried to run back the train, but I got hurt. Lots of stones were there. And luckily, my professor even didn't try to do anything. Luckily, there was a person who was in the general compartment. He pulled the chain. And because of him, the train stopped. And we took out the last cabin of the train. And we entered inside. And next thing was police who pulled the train. And they came and they caught that man because of pulling the train. And they took out his license of going thing. And they were fining him as well. Then I revealed to the police that this is the first time I'm coming to the train. And in my life, I never had. This is my mistake. Please forgive him. And he saved my life. I told the police, I requested the police for not to punish him for all that. Because he's a savior for me that day. So the police accepted that and it was left, like this. Even in the second place also, I did the same thing. I was having luggage in my hand. I could not enter. Train went off. But it was a local train. I never saw local train again. In Mumbai, I saw first time. My professor from there, he informed, he gave a message and that, please don't go, Shama, stay there only, we are coming. So they all came back to me and next time, because of this one benefit, no, Shama will not hold any luggage. She will be the first person to go inside. These were the rules made. So lots of wonderful memories, and a last memory which I really like to share with everyone is when I was getting a master's degree, when I was getting the gold medal. That time the governor was coming on the way and parents were all standing, they were standing and the crowd. And everyone was sitting in the big auditorium, very huge auditorium was there. Everyone was sitting. And I was also missing my parents as I'm going to take gold medal there, and I really wanted that to see, but I don't know anything, so I was just sitting. I got luckily from one of the journalists by that time and a VIP pass, and that journalist told me, if you want, you can bring any of your parents, any one of your parents. You may not imagine the way I ran that time in the auditorium. People were thinking, is she going to do something? Because last moment governor is coming. Just I think 5 minutes left for the governor to be there, and I'm running. Anybody can suspect what's happening there. And I just ran, and finally I saw my parents from the top of the auditorium, and I just nodded my head like, come off, anyone. My mother noticed, she understood the gesture, and she just left my father and she tried to come in. I think afterward I was not allowed to stand there. I went inside. But my mother came along with the governor because governor was already there. So she got that honor to come up in the drums with the governor, and she sat just behind the governor. And even now she calls me that the hard work that I did for your life, for your till your childhood till now, I got the fee for that. I got to go with the governor. Means when he was coming, she came with him and she left again with him. And it was a wonderful memory that she recalled. And even for my father also, I have given the same gift. Like when I received the gold medal from Chief Minister, I was on the stage and Chief Minister asked me to talk something. Then I asked him, can I get the medal from my father's hand? So my father was invited on the stage. So my father came on the stage, and then my father and Chief Minister and me. It was these are the wonderful moments that I recall and all the time.
So what about your hobbies and interests?
I'm very peculiar in this. I'm not into art, drawing, and all the things. Yes, I draw very well, but it doesn't mean that it's my hobby or anything. My hobby is always learning something, especially in terms of success. Reading something. If I see something from a book, I will read that and I'll get some point from that. That is my hobby. Every time I need to get something from him. If I read that, I need to apply that again. So my hobby is always reading some success stories of some people, because I'm indirectly, unconsciously, I'm in the search of molding myself. So I always keep on. I don't say that I have a habit of reading. Reading is my hobby, because I don't read novels, I don't read stories. Yes, I don't. Reading is very good, but I don't. I like to read the same thing instead of reading stories. I like to read something success stories, because it will motivate me. I'm like a businessman. Where I can get something for whatever the time I spend. That's what I believe in always. So that's what I do. And interest is knowing about the people who are growing, why he is growing, what's the reason, why people like him, are they same thing in me or no? If not, what should I do? And learning some homemade remedies. I have lots of interest in this medicine, because I never liked to take any medicine in my life. Till now, I never took any medicine. And the same thing I'm doing with my kids as well. So I try to apply something, home remedies in the home, which gives you immunity boosters. So I do lots of research in these things. So whatever the time I get, I do research in this interest to know about the more scientific things, and also some spiritual things, which makes you feel confident. I'm a spiritual person as well. I link science and spirituality and education, which will let you to grow in 360 dimensions. It should not narrow you down. The more you go narrow yourself, confine yourself, what will happen is you will restrict your success. You will restrict yourself. So I always try to draw the blueprint of my life. I'm always in the search of that. What can I do? What should be that if I have to do that? So, okay, if I see this one, okay, I really liked it. Usually I read, one of my favorite quotes is, be yourself, design yourself, make yourself in such a way that there will be no replaceable. People find hardly any replace for you. So I read that and then I try to get it down. So this is what my hobby interest. I always try to grow in 360 degrees dimensions with using the people from multi-nationalities, multi-cultures. That's the reason I speak Telugu. People always call me, we don't see Muslims speaking so much. And I talk about Vedas, I talk about Hindu culture, I talk about all the things because I'm grown up in that way. I'm grown up with my friends and all we share festivals, everything I know, why we celebrate Navratri, why we celebrate everything. I remember with my friends, when my exams were there, my friends used to go to the temple. I used to go along with them. Means we used to have that, means people confine religion, but I feel religion is the one that gives you confidence, that gives you some independence to be yourself. So every religion is teaching the same thing. When you are expanding your wings for every religion, what happens is you will come to know what others are also telling. When you stop it, you are not knowing what is. So I show interest in all the things so that I should not lag behind in anything. I know everything, and I can, I can lead to the people that this is not wrong, this is the right, everything is scientific. Whatever those days people said is nothing but scientific. So as is, I have interest to know all these things. So that's the thing, Gaurav.
Where did you start your professional journey from?
I was very active in everything. I want to do everything, achieve everything in early age itself. So as I was given opportunities all the time to discuss, to conferences from the college itself, so I got that confidence to teach. Even I'm studying as well. I was studying, and when I finished in April itself, then I got from my college, government college, to come and teach in contract basis for 2 hours. It's a government college, one of the prestigious SSBN college. And I was like shocked. Still, I had to go to my B.Ed as well. I was still studying my master's. I did not even wait for the result also. Still, my results, only exams were done. And with that, I went for 2 hours and expanding whatever the knowledge you have. Because I used to give seminars and all. For me, the topic is enough. I don't need anything else. So the way I used to teach, everyone used to like it. So I started my career as a lecturer, still even without results of the exam. Really, everyone got impressed. And then immediately I got another option from corporate college itself to come and teach for 2 hours. It's for the competitive exams who are taking for Doctor MBBS for the NEET. And then 2 hours only, they said. So, but my college still 6 more months was there to join for me. So I said, yes, I will join. So 2 hours I used to complete there, and 2 hours I used to go this college. I never used to keep myself idle. That was the thing. And then it's morning 7 to 8:30. Then I used to come back home, my mother used to be ready with the breakfast. So I had my breakfast. Then I used to go to the college to study mine. And then used to come back. Then again 4 to 6, I used to go to that corporate college. And there I used to teach and then come back home. I used to have my Bajaj affair. So, with that confidence, I used to go and then come back. Miss, none of the time. I had a habit when I was in my childhood till the university. I never used to waste my time. I write from morning 5. I used to get up 4:30. So from morning 5, my calculation starts. And 5 to 1, every 1 hour, everything I write in a diary for the day and let my mother sign at the end of the day. This was the rule of my life. And my mother, let me tell you, to be frank, she doesn't know how to sign. I taught her how to sign. And then she was signing that. So like that, I used to, monitor and appreciate my work. And I used to make her to sign. Like that I used to do. Every hour I used to calculate this hour to this hour, this hour to this hour, what I did, everything. Exercise is part of my passion, I can say. But my father used to get angry when I used to do exercise. He said, without the guidance of any coach, don't do exercise. That's what he used to tell. But he thinks that because girls, anything happens, it's not good. Hand, legs broke, or anything. Parents, father especially. But I used to hide myself from him. And I used to do the exercise early morning before I used to go to my terrace and do exercise, but that was a passion in me. Like that, Gaurav, everything went on like.
So what was the most challenging task initially which you have done in your professional career?
As I was into teaching, into profession in the beginning of my life, and then I started coaching and all. When I came back to Oman, yes, I had big challenges. In India, I was pampered. In India, I was pampered. I was the most wanted. I was the most wanted, whether it is a corporate college or whether it's my college, I was pampered like anything. The college principal, he himself used to come and sit with me every afternoon, I remember. He used to come every afternoon and he used to serve me, Shama, you will be all the time reading, I know that. Just have badam milk. Hot, hot. We both used to have badam milk every day. He used to come to my cabin. He used to come and we both used to sit and then we both used to have that, and he is very spiritual. He was a pure Brahmin, everything. And he used to like me, and all the time, he used to serve with his own hand, he used to bring, and we both used to have, and he used to trust me. He was also one of my mentors. He used to guide me every day. So I was, pampered from my childhood completely. But as soon as I came back to Oman, yes, there was a bit differences. There is multicultural differences, system differences, and it was not the same way that how you are there. Here, there are different rules in organization, in administration and all. They don't accept, even, in the beginning when I came, I have seen that even the PhD has no value, then even bachelors have value. That was the thing that I have found. So these are the differences I found, and due to different countries equally participating, so it is very difficult for them to identify the merit, because it's not only the merit that they were looking at, people used to look at the country. Some challenges I felt this, and I never felt that these challenges can stop me. Because I was brought up in that way that any challenge I was ready to accept. I must indebted to them for that confidence that they have built in me, that which doesn't let. Actually, that confidence made me to stand tall in all these uncertainties. Sometimes I feel, Gaurav, we need difficulties in life because you enjoy success with the difficulties. If there is no difficulties, you will not find the value of success. And I always tell to everyone, more the complexities in life, more emotionally and more exponentially we grow. So we need complexities in life. Every time only the rain is not good. Both the things is required. So challenges is required.
So you have worked in India, Canada, Oman, Southeast Asia and Nigeria. Which one is your favorite country and why?
As I'm working with all of them, I feel Southeast Asia is my favorite. Southeast Asia, because that transparency, that honesty, which I want to build in. My vision is humanization of education. Means promoting education for life, not just for living, for life. I want everyone to take the spirit of education. When you are learning something, extract in it. But nowadays, if you see in online trainings and all, what people are doing, they just close the cameras and then it means they have attended the program. So finished, after everything done, they need certificate. They are only joining for the certificate. So now education has become more commercialized. It's only for living, but they are forgetting that after taking that certificate, the original life starts. Till like after schooling, after college, only your original life starts. Till you're top, your gold medalist, whatever you are. It doesn't matter. Yes, people will appreciate you for that time that you are a gold medalist, you are this. But in the original life, you need to apply what you have learned. But when you are not learning at all, what will you apply? Original exam is not that 99% that you have secured. The original exam is how you are going to face your real life. Are you going to be that upgrade or extinct or upgrade? That is like we have saying that CEOs of the companies are hired by IQs but fired by lack of EQs. So they will be hiring you, but if you are not able to show passion, compassion, gratitude, crisis management, innovation, you are not able to show all these abilities. You are not able to collaborate with everyone. You are not able to cooperate. You are not able to show that atmosphere, that ecosystem of a management or whatever the profession you are. So then you're out. So if you really extract the spirit, why, if you look at our Vedas and all as well, you will see the people go for 9 years and they study with the gurus, everything, and they come back to lead. the prince, princess, everyone. So what they are going those 9 years, 10 years, they are studying and coming back. What they are doing? They are learning from nature the values. I remember, I think once Arjuna was asked, showing the bird on the tree, what are you looking there? What do you see there? I think it was first this question was to somebody else. He said, I can see a bird. And Arjuna, he said, I can see the eye of a bird, which shows his focus in the training. So these are the things that we are learning. But now here you are not even looking at your lecturer who is teaching you. You are closing the camera and where is the eye interaction? Where is the eye, bird eye, how your lecturer will look at you? And also now everything is commercialized. So I saw the Southeast Asia people who are taking trainings with us and all. They are so honest. 2 hours program till the last end of the moment also, till they tell all if 60 people are there, all the 60, 100 are there, all the 100, everyone writing their feedback. Thank you, Dr. Shama. Thank you, Dr. Shama. Till that 100 people tell, they will not leave. Otherwise, we people, as soon as we finish, we end. Even before also, we will leave. We even don't attend the program. They all open-eyed, they all come to learn. So that's what I feel. My vision is they are the ambassadors of our organization. They are carrying it to everyone. They are implementing it as well. They are implementing it, and I really feel so happy with their hard work, dedication, and these all other countries are there. Even in Nigeria, I see lots of people who are with us. They are coming, but the problem that coming with them is network. And that advancement is not there still. There are certain problems, yes, they have, and that intellectual growth, these all need to be there still. And other countries, yes, we all Indians are there. Among Indians, I felt we are all wonderful. It means we are highly intelligent, highly emotional. So we take it for granted everything quickly. So we all yes, we are all highly, means I can say in our cadre, everything, we are highly influential, whether it is a learning, whether it is a mentoring or whatever it is. But yes, I enjoyed with Southeast Asia more, and then Nigeria, I feel we have to do lots of things still we are working. And all other countries, like if you see in Gulf also, they're all trying so many experimental based to grow the country, but still the stage, the platform, the ground is not leveled. It has to be.
So how was the transaction from an employee to an entrepreneurship journey?
Sometimes I feel I'm in a prison, sometimes, honestly. There's a big difference. Yes, it was when I was an employee. Yeah, like usually as other employees has, I never had that because I used to enjoy my work. And I used to be like a leader, not like an employee. I used to be like a leader of the people who I'm leading. I used to, even I used to teach also, it's like a leader. And just independent of my own. Even in the place where I'm working in Andhra Pradesh, the people used to wear saris and go to the college and teach. Because that gives respect to that one. But I'm never used to wear saris or anything. So I used to go in a bike, I used to wear modern dress, and nobody used to consider me as a lecturer. And many of them complained also that she must change herself. It doesn't create that opinion of a lecturer. But I maintained the same thing that time also. And my management never told me anything. Yes, it happened from others, but my management never interfered in my personality or in my maintenance, nothing, never. So everyone used to like me. So I never had any problem like an employee. Yes, there was lots of freedom. But no responsibility, right? Freedom was there, and in that freedom we used to do everything. But now as an entrepreneur, I feel this is not a part-time job. Like I was doing part-time and I was studying also. Neither a part-time job, nor a full-time job. It's just a lifestyle now. Means you have to maintain yourself. For see, she is calling herself CEO and what she's doing. Means, this happens. Everything. Means you cannot do everything like just anything. Otherwise, it will spoil the image of your organization. There is a responsibility because you are holding an organization. So if you do something funny, then it will reflect your organization. You have to maintain that. And also but yes, there are lots of challenges in entrepreneurship. You are at a risk all the time. And also you have to pass through lots of I can say, emotions. Sometimes you'll not have a sleep. Why you will not have a sleep? If it is a matter of money, no problem. Trust me, money is something, if you lost it, maybe you'll get it back or something. At least you will feel that, yes, you will have some other option. But if somebody cheats you, if somebody take out your own people from you, these are the things if done, if you see it in social media and you cannot sleep. Sometimes you feel why we came in this entrepreneurship, employment was better. No chance of risk, no responsibility, but here you are fulfilling your dreams, but as an employee, you are fulfilling the dreams of your management, of your boss. Here and as an employee, you are in a comfort zone. No problem. Morning, go to the office, come back home, TV. The people, I hate that, first of all. I don't like it. I always tell to the people, come back home, sit on the sofa and watch TV. Is this life? Is this life? And your salary is coming back new. They live for the weekend. Employees live for the weekend. They work for the weekend. But we have to make the weekend. Entrepreneurs have to make that weekend. So, I really don't like that idle, especially government employees. They come and sit and evening finish. They work so hard. It's not the matter how hard work you have done. The matter is how much happy you are in your life. Yes, but when all these challenges are there, sometimes you will grow, sometimes you will fall down. No matter, at least you are riding that roller coaster ride, which keeps your health, keeps you activated. Your stress will keep on rising if you take it in a positive way. But there are so many entrepreneurs who lean towards negativity because of the people who are behind them, and finally they go under distress, and this can lead to destruction, from distress to destruction. So if you maintain, no problem, whatever happens, even I'm happy with whatever I have, I will lead the curve of growth with optimistic attitude, then you will never. Stress is very important. People say entrepreneurs will have lots of stress. Yes, stress is important so that your heartbeat, your hormones start regulating, and your heartbeat will be faster, and it activates more the hormones, and finally your energy levels will be rise, and your span of life will be high. So there are lots of things, but if you take it in a positive way through stress. So that's what I believe, Gaurav. Entrepreneurship is always a challenging, and employment is, if you are working good, you are having a stagnant life. It's like a stagnant. You'll have a stable curve. No ups, no downs. No ups, no downs in the life. So if you describe in the form of a graph, employment graph is like this, just a stable graph. Whereas entrepreneur's graph is, there you will see lots of peaks and valleys, crests and troughs, compressions and rarefactions. You will see all these things in an entrepreneur's life. But yes, we should do something in life that makes you feel proud. No matter if it is of short span, at least you have passed through the journey. That's what I believe in. All the time in life, just only a sense of just a line is not enough. You need to have all the parallel ways, all the convergence in life in different ways. So that's what I believe. When it comes to the life, they want everything same. All the time happiness. But same food they don't like. But same thing applies in real life also. Every day you are getting, one day you are happy, one day you are successful, one day you are distracted, one day you are upgraded, degraded. We must be ready to accept the same things again in life. So that's what I believe about the entrepreneurs and employers. And I enjoy both the things. I had that time also wonderful time, because I feel like I'm teaching some knowledge to the people. That was the satisfaction in me. Not that I'm working, but now it's different. I'm teaching also, I'm mentoring also, I'm doing not only entrepreneurship, I'm in lots of roles I'm working. I keep myself always in different roles. As a motivational speaker, I motivate people every day. I think more than 100 messages I receive from people from different social platforms, which makes me happy.
So what is the most important part of an entrepreneurship journey?
The most important part of entrepreneurship, that if I apply it to myself, I feel you have to maintain the graph every day. Otherwise, you're out of the show. To maintain that graph, you have to come up every day with some innovation. Because Today you create something, the next day you will see some other person has already taken up that, will take up that. Even if you create some certificate, somebody will design it in the same way. When I remember when we designed the logo of our not logo, poster of inauguration of our logo, I saw the same poster more than 5 companies designed the same style after mine. So there is a lots of duplication, and if you do the same thing again, you are not in the market. You have to take the challenges as the one of the strategy, one of the ability, one of the opportunity for innovation. You have to innovate new things every day. I break up my head, what should I do something different which no one can, what should I do? That is the most challenging thing. I have to do something. If I do this, others should not do. So what should I do for that? What is special in me that I can make use of that? So trying to think of all the things. Innovation, it can be spiritual innovation, it can be social innovation, it's not necessary that only when you have scientific apparatus, when you have scientific like metaverse, these things you have, then only you can be successful in life. There are so many people, even chai wala can also become an entrepreneur with his something special theme. You can create the magic in the world. Like that, when beggar was sitting, he was singing a song in some different way, in unique voice. I think everyone started making his song a dance and started making viral. Everyone are dancing on his song. He's a beggar and he made that, and he was just sitting balloon selling. I think something he was doing. How many people? Means now he became rich. So that's what it means. It's not necessary that metaverse is the only one that can make you a highly billionaires. There are so many things, but we need to come up with innovation. So that's what I feel the challenge. Getting to that roadmap of innovation is very important. For that, you need to read a lot. You need to listen to the people. You need to read the success stories. So, and that consistency and resiliency is very important in this. For an entrepreneur, especially, resiliency is very important factor. Because he has to come back. He has to bounce back every time. For sure, people make him down, not only in the matter of business, maybe by social, by media, this and that. It will happen. So resiliency, consistency, these are the things.
So how difficult was it to convince your first client or first project for your company?
Anything in the beginning to start, always have a crack. It's because people doesn't know what's in your mind. I believe in one thing. If you want to build your business, start building people first, then build the business. I did not directly enter into this entrepreneurship. I was brand ambassador for so many organizations, educational edutech companies. And they even Guinness Book of World Records also. I'm brand ambassador. I'm Wednesday Times also, and IDYM Foundation. There are so many. It's that I was, and then I used to connect lots of people, and I used to explain them what they want, and in my perspective. And I used to be in social media all the time as a speaker also. So it was easier for me actually because I have built a huge network by the time. So when we come up with the humanization concept and being an inspirational and motivational speaker, it was easier for me to convince the people. I made many to cry as well. And this concept, when I explained to everyone, really my background helped me to convince the people. Even though it wasn't challenging for me because I was used to this from the beginning. So it made me convince the people easily. And my first batch itself, 100 students. My first batch, and we did graduation ceremony for them also. So it's with the 100 students I have done this. I don't feel happy that I got 100 students. It's not that. The thing is that my vision of humanization of education, I'm motivating the people and they are motivating others. Our vision is continuing. So this was the one that really makes me happy. And regarding the business, I don't feel where the curve is going on. But the thing is, the vision is going on or no. That's what the first thing that for me the matters is the vision. The vision which I want to spread in the world, it should not stop. It should continue. As a professional, I have many aspects to earn money or anything. So I'm trying to prepare a unique curriculum as well now with the 30 countries experts, blending the culture of Japan, India, Finland, our Vedas. I had a recently discussion with so many experts about this, and we are planning within 1 year to build up a unique curriculum for humanization of education itself. I have in my company there are 10 departments. We have IAFP, Academic Fraternity Board, Student Fraternity Board, GCI. We are going to launch recently a global chamber of influencers completely. We have lots of new things in that which will really strike the people. We have a international magazine. We are working on the magazine. We have IHS, International House of Speakers. We have mentors from UK, Peru, USA, India, from different countries, from Nigeria. We have mentors and they're all mentoring the people and it is for free. We want to create leaders, so we are trying to bring the children from different parts. Right now we are doing with the children. Now afterwards we'll start even with adults as well because we want to inculcate that. So it's for free and it goes with the project speeches and all. So IHS is working very good. IFS, we have Global Express Web TV as well, where we are doing lots of programs in that. All the 10 departments of our organization are really youth leadership programs we have are really doing so well.
So what is your definition of entrepreneurship?
I can say entrepreneurship is nothing but innovation. A person who has the ability to innovate. A person who wants to stand tall. Means he can go to that profession. Stand tall means because in entrepreneurship you are going to face so many things against your ethics, against your values, against so many things you will see across. Sometimes you get so angry that he's behaving against my things. But still you have to stand tall. You have to stand tall with all these things. Then only a person, otherwise if an employee, you can bend down, you can do anything. But if you are to become an entrepreneur and follow this entrepreneurship, then stand tall and innovation. Who uses challenges as an opportunity to innovate. That process is entrepreneurship. Challenges, like if you look at the example is Corona. When the Corona has come, lots of social media, lots of Zoom and all this has started, right? They used this challenge as an opportunity to create the innovation. So now they are earning millions. Those who started in the beginning, Zoom and all, because now we are having the faith on Zoom more rather than in any other app. So because they are the pioneers. So you should be very quick. You should be innovative. You should be resilient. You should be consistent. Means you should be up to the mark. That's what I said, upgraded all the time to be an entrepreneur. And it's a very difficult job until there is a passion in you. There is a passion in you. Otherwise, lots of things can lead to failures.
So what was the thought process behind starting International Institute of Influencers?
I'm the person who doesn't encourage any injustice in my life, whether it is in my family, whether it is outside. I always resist, I always raise my voice. So the same thing happened with me as well. I was in other organization and I have seen some injustice happening. And especially in terms of education, if people try to fool somebody and try to corrupt someone and try to keep them in dark shadow, I cannot tolerate. Then I thought, and I'm representing that organization. So I really felt very bad after seeing that. Then I said, why not? Let me start my own. And let me spread the light, real spirit. What is a real spirit? Let me show off. Let me encourage people to do good things. And as much as I can, let's spread the knowledge of education through forming a very good team. So that's what I said. No, this has happened by seeing some incident happened. And this is what created in me. Even now also, if I see anyone doing any injustice, I don't tolerate them. Because I always believe if it is happening here with me, it should not happen with others. I want to stop it there. I will cut it short so that that person will have a fear that maybe again this incident will happen with me, so he should not repeat it. I saw this same thing with one doctor in an hospital with me and with my husband. As I'm into this medical field, I know the terminologies, I know everything. As I saw the doctor behaved very recklessly with my husband, not informing him the details and all. And my husband was so anxious to know what's the result and all. He said, next week you come, I'll explain you everything. I was just laughing at my husband. I told him before that, let me see how he will behave. As I know already the report, everything, as I know the term, I'm into this profession itself. So immediately I told him, if you do the same thing to some other person, I'm going to put you in social media. I'm going to make you out. Because There are so many poor people who are to come to this hospital itself, do scan and all itself, they take so much money. They will not have that much of money, and they have transport problem, and they beg somebody and they come up here. And after coming, you are telling, you will say, okay, fine. I saw this, now you come next week, I'll tell you what to do. How it looks. A person is coming so much, he spent so much money to know what's happened to him, and you are not telling him anything, and you are telling him come next week again. How it looks. Means it's for me no problem. I'll come again. I have my own car. What about the poor people? And whatever the attention that you will carry till next week, you should think about the person who is before you. I really had a big fight with him. I explained him the consequences. I said this should not be repeated. We should have humanity. We should think about the people who are coming to you, what type of people they are, what is the need, the patient's anxiety to know. So like this, there are so many places I have done. I never stop whatever it is. So that's what this even humanization of education, the thing happened with me. You know, one of the injustice thing which I did not really like, and then I felt yes, I have to start this, and let me try my best. I don't say that I'm going to change everything, but I will build definitely the community of influencers. And that's what dream.
Best of luck for that.
Thank you.
So, as a governing council board member of Unity of Nations Action for Climate Change Council, what all are your responsibilities and role?
Actually, UNACC is an organization that is working in a diverse fields regarding ecosystem, regarding political ecosystem, regarding education system and all. So Dr. Rajat, he gave me the opportunity, seeing my expertise, I'm not playing much big role in suggestions, and because they themselves are very big in that. But yes, I was given the opportunity to share my expertise. I was even the ambassador, SDG ambassador in that, because as an educationist, whatever the things that I can spread out, I can contribute to that organization.
So, how has been your journey from Zoology Lecturer to Global Good Well Brand Ambassador for IAPSAT to founder International Institute of Influencers?
International Institute of Influencers has got a big name for me. Nobody knows me as a lecturer or a professor or anything now. Everybody knows me as a founder and CEO of III. That's what my this. In 1 year, I can say, I think hardly I slept 3 hours. So I worked almost 20 hours in a day. In 1 year, I have built 60 countries together in my organization with 10 departments, 10 different departments, and so many trainings in 1 year itself, and one international event which marked like anything, ISA International Event, Global Leadership Summit, which was attracted by many people. Means lots of difference I have created. Influence was a lot. Every day, maybe more than 50 messages I get that how can we join your organization to support you. Even from IIT professor also I got a message that I want to join you. So people every day they write me, we see your energy, we see your passion, and we feel that and we want to help you. Vice chancellors are supporting me, industrialists are supporting me. Means all the professionals are supporting me on the honorary basis. They all want to do something. People from USA has come to India to support my event, you can imagine, on their own expenses. So that's what I believe that, and my positivity is getting enhanced day by day. Yes, definitely hard work is there, but I enjoy it. Till you're enjoying it, it's not a hard work. It's not at all a hard work till you enjoy that. But one day I have a vision that this institute's vision should be in everywhere. Because right now we have technology, we have everything. We are in the advanced stage. Actually, now robots are going to replace us. That's the only thing left now. Only thing left. But only thing that is missing is now that gratitude. Happiness is missing, for which we are working. Nobody has time to be happy. So that's the thing that's left. So International Institute of Influencers has brought me and my organization and unique in the world now with a unique vision. And so I always believe one thing, that let's become, as I told you before, something which nobody can replace. We are trying to be pioneers in this.
So, what's that one thing you love about your professional journey the most?
One thing that I love is, I can say, network and collaborations. I had wonderful network, wonderful people. In this journey, I really got lots of network. I never felt that people are observing me so much. Means they are, everyone rise, right? We are seeing your, we love your messages, we love your posts in LinkedIn, and we love the way you write. We really get attracted. No, when they write, I feel so happy. That's really, and they get connected to me. I have so much of network in different countries now, and lots of collaborations are there. So I have to rearrange them now. The first year gone in all these networking, collaborations, and organizing, setting up. Now I have to organize. In the second year, I have to organize them. I have to, after organizing, now I have to stimulate them. The blueprint is almost ready now. So I have to lean the ladder exactly on the right wall so that it can fall at the right place. That's the thing.
So, how would you define success, and what is the role of hard work, smart work, and luck in achieving success?
In my notebooks, success is sweet, but secret is sweat. This is the one thing that I always write. Even if I ask my children, what is your favorite quote? Mama, your favorite quote is success is sweet, but secret is sweat. So success is actually, for most of the people, they consider success is happy. If you are happy, it is success. If you have money, it is a success. But I feel that success is the journey of overcoming the fear of unsuccessful. Means when you overcome that fear that you are not going to be failed, you're not going to fail, you're not going to be unsuccessful, that means you're ready to take up anything. You're successful already. I always tell my children, don't worry about the exam result. You overcome the fear first, that you maybe what question will come. You have studied already everything. Let that fear go, then you will do automatically. See, when we are ready for the meeting or anything, well dressed, and then we get self-confidence, once that fear is gone, you're already successful because you are going to do the best. But you are well dressed, everything is there, but there is a fear is there that maybe I will not be successful. Maybe people not like me. That will be there for sure. It's a natural conscience for everyone. But when you have that fear, when you overcome, not everyone can overcome that. When we overcome that unsuccessful, this is just a sample of meeting I said, but there are so many things in life. When you consider this, like when you are going to do a new business, unsuccessful means what if? To do anything, first thing comes in our life is what if? What if I lose? What if I means what if everything? What if I do this? What if I? So if that what if is removed, then it is success. So according to me, that overcoming your unsuccessful feeling of fear, or fear of, that is success. So once we are there, no matter, it doesn't need that you need to be on the top only. Success is not measured like it should be on the very top or anything. Whatever you achieved, your luck, that is your hard work, your faith. So you have to be happy for whatever the intensity of success that you have received. The intensity is small or big. You're eating a big chocolate, or you're a big branded chocolate from Swiss, or you're eating a small Cadbury, is the same thing. The sweetness is the same thing when you get the success. So it's no matter the intensity. As I told you before itself, that whether you are a big tree or a small bush, healthy bush, that's more than enough. So that's about the success. And about the hard work and smart work, as you said, nowadays the trend is that smart work is very important. No hard work, let's do smart work and do it. Smart work is incomplete without hard work. That's what I believe. The difference between the talent and the hard work means, talented person and the smart person is the hard work. You must know at which place, at the right place, right time, right thing to do. That is the smart work. But to do that, nowadays the trend is everybody is completely erasing, fading out the concept of hard work. No, to do that, you need to hard work. To reach to that right place, right time, right thing, you need to do the hard work. And that hard work is Lots are there. You have to build. It will not come in one day. You have to do this from your budding the stages itself. Whether it is a knowledge, whether it is a experience, this all comes under hard work. That you are spending time to learn something, to listen something. Now you're listening to me. That is also hard work. It's not a smart work. It's hard work that your brain is working to take the grasp it. It is called as magnetization of brain. I tell my kids all the time, when you sleep in the night, before you sleep, tell your brain, keep telling that I'm going to become a very empowered doctor, and keep telling and sleep every day. Because brain works on magnetization. Whatever, suppose you like KFC every day, the next day you ask brain to eat chutney and rice something, it will not take. It's not that you are disliking it. It's your brain that is not accepting it. Because you have already magnetized your brain with that aura, with that aroma. You have already magnetized your brain. Sometimes you are sleeping. You say, I don't want to do any work, I'm so tired. And suddenly somebody will come and tell you, you got a lucky draw and you can travel to Switzerland. You got this. You are activated already. From where? It's a drama of the brain. Brain knows where to show interest, where not to show interest. So you have to give hard work to the brain from the beginning itself. But we don't do this. We don't work on these things. We have to give brain to tough job in the beginning itself. To do tough things, not easier things. If I give you salad and if I give you chocolate, which one is easily dissolvable? Soluble is chocolate. So that means your muscles don't need to work. But salad, your muscles have to work hard to break that fiber. That's the reason you become thin when you have salad. But if you eat the chocolate, you'll put on weight. That's the reason there. See, the nature itself is showing us that you are giving work to your body, the body is getting tougher. It fit. Here, the sugar is making your work easier. No work to the muscles, and muscles are used to that, and they don't work again. So, hard work is inevitable. Whether you have a smart work, yes, smart work will take you to the right place, but to go to that right place, you need the hard work. Hard work not for that time, hard work throughout your budding stage.
So what does leadership means to you, and according to you, what are the good qualities of a leader?
Leadership is nothing but responsibility. A mother is a leader. If she doesn't take responsibility of her family, of her kids especially, she failed. Especially when you are responsible, you are accountable. When you are accountable and responsible, you can influence. So leadership is influence. That is the definition. Because our organization itself is influencers. We are influencing the world, but with the leadership, with the values, with the ethics, with the responsibility, with the accountability. When you don't show this, nobody will come back to you. They will ask us to take the lessons of leadership first. So just one simple example that I said now. Leadership is responsibility. Respect. Respect yourself. 3 R's, which I always believe. First, respect yourself. Second, respect others. And third, responsibility. 3 R's. Mostly we see people, I cannot do anything. What I will do this, I'm sure I will lose this. I'm not fit for this. You are degrading yourself. You're not a leader. We can easily sense a person whether he is a leader or no with his talks. When he is not respecting himself, what do you expect him to respect others? You need to respect yourself. The same thing what you are doing to yourself, definitely you will reflect it to others also. You will not respect others. When you are not doing that, why we call even now Mother Teresa, Mahatma Gandhi, everyone, Dr.APJ, Abraham Lincoln, Nelson Mandela, the great leaders, anyone, even I think Gaurav, if I ask you also, you will tell one of them. Don't consider any other person till now, even though decades passed, because they have expressed that extravagant leadership qualities. Proactiveness, which is the most important leadership quality, which is highly impossible to develop. It's very impossible. Suppose I don't find my phone here on this table, then what will happen? I will start immediately blaming others. Maybe I will tell, why, Zayan, where you took my phone? Where did you put it? Means I may get angry immediately. But if he is a great leader, he will say, maybe I kept somewhere. He will not blame others. Let me first check out. So that is what means, we responsibility I must take that where I took it instead of blaming others. So, but first thing, even in an office, because why this work is not done, I think you are responsible. The leader should not blame others. So there are lots of things I think we have to learn in this leadership. It's not at all easy factor. Leadership is not at all a cakewalk. It's a very hard journey of lots of things. Learning is easy, Gaurav, but practical work is very difficult. Implementing it in real life is very difficult. Self-awareness is very important. What you are. First, you need to know what you are. You call yourself leader. Are you a real leader? We need to diagnose ourselves. We need to self-aware ourselves, self-regulate ourselves. Social, that's what emotional intelligence, 4 important components we have to follow. And definitely means we have to go on learning, and then we can one day learning to implement. In our projects, in our trainings, we give that as a practical study, so that they know what happened. Today, I gave them 10 days. I asked them to work on 3 hours and to be very self-aware. You do this, you respect yourself in 10 days or any one day is there. Many of them gave me the report. In that report, it's written 5 days we did not respect ourselves. Somebody said all the days, somebody said, but nobody said that we are complete. And at the end of the report, they gave me a big message that Dr. Shama, thank you for this self-awareness. We really got to know where we are lacking, where we have to work out now. So this is what we are practically working in our trainings. We are making all these educators to work on them first. Then they can implement it in the students. Nowadays, educators don't have time. They just read something on the board and they just go off. Dr.APJ once said that I became an educator now. I am so confident now because my teacher, by seeing my teacher, she is influencing so many. Then I thought I can influence by becoming a teacher like her. So he was influenced by his teacher. But nowadays, ask you, who will tell their teacher's name? Everyone come home and they start blaming the teachers only. She is bad, she blames, she do. This is what we hear. So that's what lacking in reading, getting certificates is not at all the matter. We have to implement it first. Practically work on. We have to work on day by day. Then one day, they say, bolte hai na, sone ko garam, we have to heat it, and one day you will get that acted product and you will see that real gold.
So what advice would you like to give to young graduates?
Challenges are the opportunity in life. Everyone can do. Young graduates are coming up in life to do so many new things. They will see lots of challenges, lots of competitors now. They should not get afraid. Because in this world, you have to do something different. Even though you get the toughest job, what is this? I am getting the toughest job and they're all getting easiest. That is your opportunity. The challenges is the opportunity for you to showcase yourself. So don't get scared of the challenges because they are going to take you to extremely high end. When challenges are coming in your life and others are not getting challenges but you are getting challenges, consider this as an opportunity to showcase yourself. Consider this as yourself not included in the crowd but excluded, and a sign of success in life. And also we have success depends on its second letter, and that is you. So believe in yourself. Never give the brush of painting to any other person. Don't live for others. Life is very short. Don't live for others. What will happen if I smile here? What will happen? What they will think about me if I wear this dress? What they will think? No, never matter. First, make your own rules of life. Make your own rules of life. Make your own blueprint of life, and then construct the building. Have a clarity. Clarity in your vision is very important. If your vision is completely cloudy and clumsy, then you cannot move ahead. First, get the clarity in your vision. Stretch yourself, expand yourself, never limit yourself. Never limit yourself. World is very huge. Lots of opportunities. You can create miracles in nothing. So just believe in yourself.
So what are do's and don'ts you would suggest a person should remember while starting his teaching journey as a professor?
I can say the founding journey of every person's life, where every person, every profession starts from this journey itself, from this profession, teaching. So there is a huge responsibility here. The very dose is carry yourself first. The student will remember two types of people in his life. One will be the worst teacher and will be the best teacher who made his life and who destroyed his life. A student will never forget, and in between, whoever are there, he will not even remember them. So carry yourself with some inspiration, which every child, every student can take forward in his life. You are not just teaching, but you are nurturing a future generation. So carry that positivity, carry that resiliency, carry that inspiration, carry that clarity from you. So this will definitely change somebody's life, and it's like you are responsible for a person's whole life. And please don't act what you are not, because it will disguise a student's life. Try to promote values and ethics. Don't go against values and ethics for time being, but the students may carry out throughout their life. Promote ethics, promote values, promote honesty as much as you can, because this is what your students are going to take it with them throughout their life. And it is contagious, definitely. It's contagious, and many of them are going to be affected with this. So just be careful that you are the founding stone of the nation.
So now we will start our rapid round.
Rapid fire. I'm always scared of this rapid fire. Okay.
Employed or entrepreneur?
Now I'm entrepreneur.
Success in one line.
Success is me. You are the success. Yeah.
Favorite destination?
Favorite destination is Austria.
Favorite actor and actress?
My crush actor, Hrithik Roshan.
Favorite color?
Purple.
Dream house?
There is nothing like dream house, but the house where everyone with happy we are living, wherever we are, with the family, that is my dream house.
So at last, one line that defines you.
Dr. Shama Hussain, a resiliency factor. I call myself resilient. Whatever the challenges, I'll bounce back.
So thank you very much for your time, and it was pleasure talking to you and listening to your life experiences which you have shared on our show. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gaurav. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity. Even I'm so honored. And I really again went off throughout my school days to the college, university, and this entrepreneurship. Thank you once again, Gaurav. Thank you.
Thanks for watching Amazing Mentor. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button to get regular updates. Thank you very much.